Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and in today's movie review, I'm going to be doing a movie review on this horror comedy film released in 1974, and this review is going to be on the Mel Brooks film starring Gene Wilder, Young Frankenstein. Young Frankenstein is directed by Mel Brooks and stars Gene Wilder, Marty Feldman, Terry Garr, Madeline Kahn, Peter Boyle, and so in this movie, we follow a medical lecturer, like a respected medical lecturer named Dr. Frederick Frankenstein. And so in this movie, he learns that he has inherited his infamous grandfather's estate in Transylvania. Arriving at the castle, Dr. Frederick Frankenstein soon begins to recreate his grandfather's experiments with the help of servants, Igor, whatever. And so Inga and the fearsome Frau Blucher, played by Cloris Leachman. After he creates his own monster, new complications ensue with the arrival of the doctor's fiancée, Elizabeth. And of course, we got ourselves a classic black and white Mel Brooks film that definitely needs no introduction at all, because this movie was an absolute blast. Yeah, because I just said it, guys. I absolutely loved everything about this movie. This is a Mel Brooks classic and a masterpiece. And it's definitely one of those best Halloween movies to check out, sometimes during the Halloween season. And I'm actually glad that I got my chance to watch this movie, because I actually bought this movie on DVD, because in case some of you guys didn't know, I actually bought this DVD off of Goodwill. Yeah, because as you can, oh sorry, I was holding it upside down. Sorry, silly me. But anyway, so as I was saying, guys, I actually got this DVD from Goodwill, because this DVD actually came from Goodwill, because you can actually tell by the way the condition looks, and it's got that little like tape thing that's been used. Yeah, but of course, since I got a DVD cleaner for my birthday this year, me and my dad actually used the DVD cleaner to clean off the finger smudges on the disc. And when I was watching the movie on DVD, it actually played out pretty well, and it still played like normal. Yeah, because the reason I watched this movie on DVD was because this movie's not available anywhere on streaming and digital. If you go on Amazon Prime Video, HBO Max, or Peacock, or Netflix, or those streaming services, it's not available anywhere on streaming and digital. So yeah, because I even saw this one Reddit post where it's asking like young Frankenstein has been hiding from the digital world, but why? And yeah, because if you can't find this movie anywhere on digital and streaming, why not just buy it on DVD and watch it for this? Because that's exactly why I think physical media still matters to this day. Because if the movie's not available anywhere on streaming and digital, why not just watch it on DVD instead, where you can watch it anytime? So you won't have to worry about the streaming service taking it out. But yeah, let's just talk a bit about Young Frankenstein, because I've heard about this movie for quite some time, for many years, and I can easily say it's one of the best horror comedies ever from Mel Brooks, because Mel Brooks is definitely a talented man. And yeah, Mel Brooks does a great job directing this movie as well as working on it. And even when it comes to the humor, sometimes the humor can get pretty funny sometimes. And yeah, and that's the point of Mel Brooks' comedies like this. And Gene Wilder's performance as Dr. Frederick Frankenstein, yeah, Gene Wilder's performance, he really nailed it. I can definitely say this movie is one of Gene Wilder's best. Yeah, and this movie also came out 3 years after he did Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, which this and Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory are two of Gene Wilder's best movies he's ever done. Yeah, because Gene Wilder really nailed it for his performance in this film. And Marty Feldman was good in the film too, along with Madeline Kahn. Madeline Kahn was good in the film too. And yeah, because even the music too is even some parts of the music is even very good too. And even one part of the music score was actually used in a couple of internet video memes, in a couple of internet memes, and by that I mean I think it was the same one used for that surprise mouse video which I remember watching on, that Ray William Johnson video, Eagles 3, that one video about him when he was discussing it. And I think it was also used for that dramatic chipmunk viral video, like where it turns dramatically into the camera, but no, it's not a chipmunk, it's a prairie dog. By that, and by the music, I mean like, yeah, that's the music piece I was talking about. And oh yeah, what's also interesting about Young Frankenstein is that this movie came out in December, like during Christmas of 1974. But what makes it even more interesting, guys, is that Young Frankenstein was actually released on my dad's birthday. Yeah, this movie came out on December 15th, 1974, when at the time my dad turned 4 years old when he was a little kid. Yeah, it's interesting how this movie came out on my dad's birthday when he just turned 4 years old at the time this movie came out. And yeah. And of course, I can definitely see the praise around this film because I know this is like one of the best Halloween films to check out, as well as one of the best films that Mel Brooks has ever worked on. And this movie also had a flashback cinema screening at my local Phoenix movie theater for like when they did like flashback cinema screenings. Yeah, they actually played this movie like earlier this year in October. I think around I think it's actually around late September and October 1st. Yeah. Yeah, and of course this movie has some very famous lines, especially when it comes to Gene Wilder. Oh yeah, and also one of the other cast members in this film, like Gene Hackman actually has a cameo in this film as the blind man during one scene in the movie. Gene Hackman was actually pretty good in the film for a cameo appearance. Yeah, I think it's actually like one of the earliest times that I know Gene Hackman was in an old film, especially when it comes to like the 70s. I know Gene Hackman was in The French Connection. Yeah, one of his best films. And of course the movie's rated PG and the runtime's 102 minutes. And yeah, and I'm glad that I watched this movie. So overall, Young Frankenstein is a Mel Brooks masterpiece classic film, shot in black and white. Yeah, overall, it's a great movie, and I'm gonna rate this movie 5 out of 5 stars, a perfect 10 out of 10. So yeah, guys, if you've not seen Young Frankenstein, I don't know what you're missing. This movie's a classic, and like I said, if you can't find this movie anywhere on digital and streaming, then why not just buy it on DVD and watch it through there? If you have a DVD player, then go right ahead. And there you have it, guys. That's my review on Young Frankenstein. And there you have it, guys. That's going to be it for this review. Hope you guys liked it. And with that being said, thanks for watching as always. And if you're not subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. And also make sure to like this video as well. With that being said, until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying, goodbye everybody, and that's about it.